Hello?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Loudmouth Radio Network. Tonight's show, Night Talk Live with J.L. King, is going live. This broadcast is live via internet at blogtalkradio.com/loudmouthradio. Feel free to follow us and download this actual show at blogtalkradio.com/loudmouthradio. You also can follow us on loudmouthradio.com to see our up-and-coming broadcasts each and every week. All of our shows are geared toward entertainment, empowerment, and inspiration. All of our shows broadcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to archive our shows at Loudmouth Radio if you actually get a chance and miss the live broadcast. This show itself is actually sponsored by Digimo Printing of Stockbridge, Georgia at 5365 North Henry Boulevard in Stockbridge, Georgia. Let Digimo take you to the next level. Feel free to call them at 770-506-2996. And now for your actual host for the evening, Mr. J.L. King.
Yo, good evening, my favorite people in the world. That's you, each and every one of you. You're my favorite people when you are listening to Night Talk Live with your host, J.L., a.k.a. Do I need to fill it out? Finish it for you? Daddy King is in the house. First of all, I want to say that it is good to be alive. No matter what you've been through today, no matter what you have had to deal with today, no matter if you're stressed out, worried, if you got bills that's past due, overdue, your car broke down on you, you're behind in your rent, the kids are getting on your nerves, your man is acting a fool, your woman is acting crazy, your boss, you want to kill him or her. No matter where you are right now, just be thankful that you're alive and that you are breathing and that you have all of your good senses. And always tell yourself, like I tell myself, this too shall pass. If you keep that type of attitude, you will soon realize that it's not even worth getting stressed out over the dumb stuff. This too shall pass. I know today I just took a day and went out to the park with my dog, sat at the bench, looked at the lake, and just closed my eyes, just closed my eyes and listened to the ducks, the wind blowing across the grass, people having small talk, the ducks in the lake, the wind kissing the leaves, and it was just wonderful for me to sit there and just exhale and just really get into self. It was wonderful. So if you have a stressful day or even a stressful night, just find some quiet space, go to that place, and let it all out. I guarantee you it'll make your day 100% better. So on that note, I just want to say again, welcome to Loudmouth Talk Radio. I'm your host, and I'm excited tonight. First of all, this is an adult subject tonight, so if you are a minor or if you're listening in, please, go do something else. Go watch Sesame Street or whatever. But tonight we're going to have an adult conversation called Does Size Matter? In and Out the Bedroom. That's a subject that we all talk about, whether you're straight, whether you're gay, whether you're not even having sex at all. The subject of size always comes up, and I'm hoping some of my brothers will definitely call in or tweet in or Facebook us and give us your input. I know when I'm with my boys and every now and then the subject will come up, how big we are or how big we think we are, or we brag about our conquests or our abilities to break folk down because we are Mandingo warriors. And we laugh about it, but it's always a serious subject. I know my girlfriends who are heterosexual, I know that they always are talking about it is important how big a man's penis, his thing, his john, his whoopee, his whatever you want to call it, is to them. And they would never, ever date or marry a man with a weeny, teeny little peewee. They will not do it. And I always have said that the biggest penis in the room is always the baddest dude in the room. He could be broke, homeless, ugly, disgusting, sickening, no job, no education, have a criminal record, be a drug addict, have beat up his mama, left his kids, just trifling. But if he got the biggest penis in the room, that bad boy is always the baddest dude in the room. He gets all the props and all the attention. And I read that in a book that was written a couple of years ago. It came out called Hung, H-U-N-G. If you get opportunity, please pick up the book Hung. That book is a very eye-opener, and the brother who wrote the book really takes the reader back on a journey on how African-American men got stuck with this is what I would call it, got stuck with their reputation of always having extra large penises. And he breaks it down and says it's not true. It's definitely not true, but it goes back beyond slavery, and because we were, sometimes used for studs and other things. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sure there's some brothers out there who can say, oh, no, I know that I'm packing, and I know that I can go up against any man. But at the same time, it's kind of sad when a whole race of men have to be identified with their penis size. So tonight, hopefully you're listening in, and you'll be able to email, text, or let us know if you have any questions about size. Does size matter in the bedroom or out the bedroom? In fact, today when I posted that question on Facebook, and I'm close to about 5,000 friends. If I would confirm the other 300 that's on hold, I would probably be at my max. I said, wow, it would be so hot if I could put a picture on my Facebook page of an average size penis and a huge penis. But since I had my kids and my family and some other folk who respect me as Daddy King, I couldn't do that, but I truly wanted to. I know in my first book on the down low, I wrote about my own penis and how it impacted my life and decisions that I made. And a lot of guys, they truly let their little heads rule their life. No matter if that little head is big or small, they let that little head make decisions for them. So the penis is really a powerful tool, and it has destroyed families and brought countries down to their knees, and also have broken politicians down, caused divorces. So it's really a powerful tool. So that's why I wanted to bring it up tonight as my subject tonight, which is, does size really matter? So I'm really going to need you, my listener, to give me your input, because I don't want to spend the next 45 minutes talking about dicks. I really need for you to talk to me. But I have a special guest that's going to help me tonight, and she is a sister who is known for her I'm going to let her introduce herself to you, but she's a good friend of mine, and she's all about sex and understanding sex in the bedroom, outside the bedroom, and she's definitely going to have a lot of input about how important a man's penis is to a woman. Again, I know in the gay community, since I'm a proud gay black man, the penis is definitely a symbol that kind of breaks and makes relationships. Even though sometimes brothers say, I don't care. I really don't care the size of it. I just want a good man to take good care of me or be my friend and not cheat on me. But I do know for a fact a lot of my friends have lost their relationship because they saw something that was bigger on the other side of the room, and they had to have it, and only to find out that it was attached to something that was not good for them. So, again, I'm hoping tonight that we'll be able to go deep. Not literally deep, but sometimes you can't go deep if you are packing, and we can talk candidly as adults about how important a man's endowment is to relationships. So sit back and grab you a cup of coffee or pour you a shot of vodka and cranberry juice or a shot of that Patron or whatever it is that smooths and eases you out after a long day on the job. But before we go into our subject tonight, we always start out the show talk about what's up with me, what's up with you. So tonight, I just want to tell you that life is good. You know, I got a lot going on, a lot of things happening. You know, how to deal with every day. You know, I'm working on 2 major projects. One is the Michael Jackson story. Yes, I said it. I got an opportunity to work with the Jackson family to write a book about the child molestation case so the world can know that Michael was set up and he did not molest those kids. So I'm really excited about that. And I know in the news this week, a young man came out and said, at first he said, no, Michael did not molest him. Now he's come back and said, yes, Michael did molest him. I think he could be running out of money or just looking for some more attention, maybe try to get some more money from the family. So that's going to be interesting to see how all that pans out. But I've learned a lot about the Michael Jackson molestation case from working on this book, which, by the way, also going to be turned into a movie. So I got that on my plate. Then I'm also working on a book about the Ku Klux Klan. A brother out of L.A. Was in prison with one of the grand wizards of the Ku Klux Klan, and he's telling his story. And I'm going to tell you a little secret about this book. When the brother was incarcerated in the prison cell with this old-ass Ku Klux Klanman from Mississippi, they developed a really tight relationship, almost to the point where the Ku Klux Klan Imperial Wizard offered my client, who's writing this book, an opportunity to be the first black Ku Klux Klan. And in the book, he says, the Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard said to my client, I want you to be the first nigger Imperial Wizard, and I'm going to give you all the power that goes with that position. You're going to be the first nigger who creates a white robe and a hood. And so if that grabs your attention, my good friends, wait until you read this book. It's going to blow you away, because every time I talk to the brother who was incarcerated with this guy, it's so scary how powerful the Ku Klux Klan used to be and still is, and how many hundreds of black people they killed in the back hills and the back mountains and the back roads of Mississippi. I mean, hundreds of young men that never was reported as missing were killed by the Ku Klux Klan, and a lot of those young men, their deaths just kind of vanished. So when my client was incarcerated in prison and sharing his prison cell with this Grand Imperial Wizard of the KKK, who had a personal hands-on on killing hundreds of young African-American boys on the back hill of Mississippi, and literally told my client how they did it. Oh, my God. I don't even want to talk about it because it depresses me, how they would kill these beautiful young brothers on the back hills and the backwoods in those small towns in Mississippi. Wow, it's crazy. So those are 2 major projects I'm working on that is really taking a lot of my attention. Just still trying to build the company, trying to get more authors, and excited about the expansion that our producer and CEO, Sonny, has in plan for Loudmouth Radio. We had our staff meeting last night, and Sonny has some big plans for Loudmouth that's going to impact you and allow you to see how big and bad we are, or how big and bad we want to be. And Sonny is serious about Loudmouth Radio. Loudmouth Radio, she wants us to be all over the place and gay parades, and so we can let the world know that we are as bad and as powerful as Tom Joyner and all those other folk who have TV radio shows on the major stations. So just stay tuned. You're going to see a lot of big things coming out of the house of Loudmouth Radio. And also I'm going to give a special shout-out tonight to my fellow air personalities, Jazzy Jones, who's on the radio on Tuesday night. My boy, Roderick Y. Watkins, who is on the air on Monday nights, and Sonny's on Wednesdays. And there's a new air personality that's going to be joining the family soon. I'm sure Sonny will tell you a little bit more about that when she comes on and give you an update. And so, again, we're doing some live remotes. We're going to be all over the place. And we're also going to start adding new music. I know tonight, hopefully, you're going to hear a couple of jams from my boy, Anthony Antoine, who was kind enough to let us use some of his music off his new CD. I told him over brunch last Sunday I want to give him the opportunity to be heard. And so you're going to be hearing music from our show, from this show, throughout the show. So anyway, like I said, tonight, special topic, how important is size in the bedroom? But before we go into that, before I bring my guest on, I think she's going to be calling in about 8:15. I want to turn it back over to our producer, Sonny. She's going to give you an update about what's going on with Loudmouth Radio and fill you in. I'll be right back. Stay tuned for more.
We want to thank all of our listeners for tuning in to Night Talk Live with Mr. Daddy King, J.L. King. We're broadcasting live via internet on loudmouthradio.com. And listen, this show has already impacted some thoughts in the community. People have been posting, so I want to introduce to you to follow us as we're broadcasting and posting your comments. You can actually go to loudmouth.com as well, see all the information about what we're doing on Loudmouth Radio Network. We actually have a special area now on the website where you can actually ask questions, post comments, as well as each show may have a poll question that we want our audience to participate in. You can actually go on there and post your response to those questions. And once again, that Asher site is our blog website, loudmouth.com. And Loudmouth is with 2 Ds. So make sure that when you actually are going to the internet and you're doing your search, you can actually Google Loudmouth Radio, and you'll see our schedule for all our upcoming shows. And like JL, our personality for tonight, has shared with you, we will be bringing in 3 new shows to the radio network. We're really excited about it. Every show will broadcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not sure about what's going on, make sure you stay connected with us and follow us. You can connect with us on Twitter at Loudmouth. You also can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/loudmouthonline. And we're just really excited about the direction in which things are going, the momentum. And we definitely want to make sure our small businesses know that this is the time, this is the opportunity to push your business beyond limits. So if you want to push your business out there, if you want dedicated personal marketing for your business, which it also includes social media as well as on-air broadcast advertisement, our rates are so competitive, and we want you to know that typically you may listen to the regular radio stations in your car, and if you have or ever considered advertising on radio, traditional radio, you're pretty much sure to know that one ad spot could run you anywhere from $300 to $500 a spot. And understand and recognize that when those advertisements are running, they're only running live at that moment. So how many people do you think you'll reach when you can have an opportunity to be on the internet where everybody has accessibility to and everybody's listening? Also remember, our shows are broadcast live each week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and all our shows are on demand and archivable 24/7. So as an advertiser, once you connect with us, we broadcast and we announce your advertisement, which can be live or pre-recorded. It will also be archivable at any time. And our hosts have been doing a great job in bringing in some fantastic guests. So you may never know who you may hear on here. So we just want to stay encouraged and ask for you to just continue to support us and let us know what's on your mind and what it is that you would like to do. And if you have questions for us, make sure that you post those online at loudmouthmedia@gmail.com if you would like to have some certain things that you would like to share with us and kind of have it properly shared. We have new shows that are coming up. Wednesday, In the Studio with Sonny, which will be my show, will be on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be bringing in the entertainment on the show with comedians, on-air personalities, filmmakers, actors, and different people that's out in the public's eye. Friday and Saturday nights, we'll have a nice mixture of music genres for you. So Friday Night Sounds Underground will be hosted by Sadiqa Blue. She will be on air with independent artists, neo soul, R&B artists. So if you guys are people that are trying to get your music heard and get it out there, make sure you contact us. Saturday nights will be dedicated to our DJs, which will be featured one-hour segments for DJs to actually play their music and let people hear them and follow them and grow their audience. So we're really excited about the direction of Loudmouth Radio, and it all is possible because of you, our listeners. And we just want to take this time to thank you for supporting us. If you would like to contact us at our Loudmouth Media offices, that number is 706-363-3895. And now we want to turn it back over to our host, Mr. J.L. King.
Thank you, Sonny. You are the best. But, I just got a message from my special guest sitting in queue right now. Just can't wait to jump on the air so we can start talking nasty. We're going to talk nasty tonight. And also for all you scandal folk, I always log off about 10 minutes to 9 because I know y'all ain't listening to me anyway. They're too busy trying to get all up and close to the scandal, and tonight's going to be a brand new show, so I know I'm competing around that time with y'all folks. But just give me a little love, give me a little time. Let's have a little conversation. I know a lot of you guys go back and listen to the show later, but if you could, just hang in there with us, and then I'm going to let you go, plenty of time to get your little scandal fix in. Now, Sonny, let me ask you this, if you listen in. Before we bring our special guest on, did you get the music from my boy Anthony?
I actually did not get that email. So what we can do is we'll just kind of keep things going. I'm sure this subject will keep the ears listening. But for our listeners, if you want to have an opportunity to have your music featured on our show, make sure that you send an email of an MP3 at loudmouthmedia@gmail.com.
Yeah, please. I'm kind of disappointed because I really wanted my listeners to, and Anthony has a huge following. So, Anthony, if you listen in right now, man, I don't know if you didn't send it in, but definitely get it into the email address. I promise you, man, next Thursday, we definitely will blow you up, and I'm going to make you a part of my regular show, because you're a bad boy. So, again, get with Sonny and make sure you get that MP3 tracks in. So, in the meantime, I'm going to bring on my special, beautiful, off the page guest. So, Sonny, if you will cue her in, I will introduce her. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, lady, what's up with you?
Hey, Daddy King, what's going on?
You know I like it when you call me Big Pop. You know I love when they call me Daddy. Woo, that sounds so good to me. What's going on with you, young lady?
Nothing. Excited about this topic.
I know you are. But let me tell my listeners a little bit about who you are. I'm going to let you go ahead and expand that yourself because I always tell folks, ain't nobody can introduce me better than myself. But for my listeners, I want you guys to meet the one and only, the beautiful, and I always screw up her name. I just want to call her Diva. But how you pronounce that again, lady? Say it for me.
Ravery, like Avery with an R, Ravery.
Ravery Salon, right?
Yes.
And she's a self-published author. She has one book out right now, and she and I are working on another new book that's going to be dropping here this early summer. She's an educator. She created this hot new word called drama erotica. And she's going to tell you a little bit more about that. She's an Atlanta native. She's a single mother of, I think, two kids, two teenagers?
Yes.
Two teenagers. I know this week they've been keeping her real busy with debutantes, I think graduations and proms and all that.
Yes.
Is that right? Graduation and prom and debutantes, right?
Everything. This whole month I have 2 graduations. I just finished prom and 2 debutantes.
Wow, busy. And the sister is on the faculty and staff of Spelman College. So, she's one of those gorgeous sisters. I mean, when I say gorgeous, when I first met her, first she's about 7 feet 2 inches tall. And she's always wearing a pair of 8 stiletto pumps. So you take a sister who's 7 feet tall and flat, you put her on a pair of 8-inch stiletto pumps, and she's got a body that is slamming. I mean, slamming. And she knows how to work it.
The higher the heel, the closer to heaven.
The higher the heel. If high heels were for men, girl, I would have so many heels it would be stupid. It would be stupid, So she's a beautiful sister, and she's always on point. And not only is she physically beautiful, but her spirit is equally as beautiful. Equally as beautiful. But anyway, let's jump into the subject. And the subject tonight is, first of all, jump into the subject. Is there anything else you want to tell the listeners about you before we jump into our subject?
Well, I wanted to explain a little bit what drama erotica was, because I know it's a weird word. So I like to explain, and it's a word that I created just to describe my type of writing. And the drama comes from, just everyday life and social issues. And I put that in storylines and create fascinating books full of drama. And the erotica comes from the romance and the intimacy and the sex and the scandal around sex in relationships. That's what creates the drama erotica. And therefore, that's my subject. That's what I write about, drama erotica, throughout all of my books.
Oh, that's hot. That's a combination of drama, sex, and all the things that come all in between, right?
Exactly, because one creates the other and the other creates one.
You're right about that, because, I feel that. So let me ask you this. The subject, I know you're going to be doing the same subject besides matter for your new YouTube talk show that's going to air next month, and you're going to really be able to bring some brothers and sisters together and really go further into the conversation. And I kind of stole this subject from you when we were talking about your shows, but I also thought it would be a great opportunity to introduce you to the listeners of Loudmouth Radio so they can really get excited about your talk show that they'll be able to watch here very soon. So when we're gonna talk candid, we ain't gonna pull no punches. We're adults, and this is adult content and a adult conversation tonight. I know that when I talk to my girlfriends and we get a little after a couple cocktails, a couple of margaritas or whatever, the subject of sex always seems to pop up. And the number one topic that I have heard my girlfriends talk about is penis size and how important that is to them. And those sisters say, I don't really care about that. They always get shot down by their girlfriends. Say, girl, you lying. You don't want no eeny, beeny, teeny, weeny, weeny. You want something you can feel. So you tell us. Let's hear from you. What do women think really about the size of a penis?
Size definitely matters. However, with women, there's something more attached to that size, that's not it. You can have a man with a nice piece of wood and nothing else, and that's fine. That's all you want is a nice piece of wood, then you'll go after that man. But when you want more, you want more attached to it. The size matters as for pleasure. Definitely pleasure. If that's what you're seeking, yes. I don't care about how big his pockets are. That's not going to please you. I don't care how big his house is and how big his car is. That's not going to please you sexually at all. You just cannot make up for it.
So I got a girlfriend who in Chicago who was cheating on her man who was a doctor, beautiful home, all the trappings of wealth and success. She was a member of all the social clubs from Jack and Jill to the Lynx, the car, the kids in private school, all that fancy stuff. But she was cheating on her doctor husband with this brother who was homeless and was working part-time as a gardener at their home, because she said one day when he was outside cutting the grass, she happened to look out and he had a pair of basketball shorts on. He had an erection, and the erection was so huge, she dropped the plate that she was holding because she was just in awe at how much meat was hanging between this man's legs. And she said she had to have it. And she said her husband, the doctor, was average, and, they had a decent sex life, but she wanted more. And so when she saw this beautiful brother with all this meat cutting her grass, she didn't care about the doctor, the money, the house, the Bentley, or nothing else. She wanted a piece of that thing. And she started a relationship with him. And she just said that sex with the gardener, the homeless guy, the gardener with a big dick, was so satisfying to her that he made her happier than her husband and gave her all the materialistic trappings of success, and yet kind of half performed in the bedroom. So what do you think about something like that, the power of the dick?
The power of it, again, is pleasure. If you're seeking pleasure, you're seeking pleasure. It's so rare. I mean, it goes both ways in relationships. Somebody is not satisfied with everything about somebody, and they seek it somewhere, even if it's to watch the game or to do whatever. And the same would go for being pleased in the bedroom sexually. If you're not pleased, you desire it. What you lack, you desire.
Right, you're right about that. I just got a message from our producer saying that we have a caller in queue. So when my callers call in, first of all, it makes me happy. That means they're listening. So let's see what our caller has to say. Caller, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, who is this? Identify yourself.
My name is Terry. I'm 35 years old, calling from Cordell, Georgia.
All right, what's up, Terry? What's happening down there in Cordell, Georgia?
I must say congratulations on all that you have accomplished and much success to your future endeavors.
Thank you, thank you. So what's your question for our guest tonight about the size matter? We may put you on the spot and talk about your dick, so you better bring it.
Oh, I'm never offended. To me, size, it really doesn't matter of the size of the dick because I used to be crazy about the dick.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're a gay man.
Right.
Okay, I guess you would be. You're crazy about the dick. I hope you ain't no straight man talk about how crazy you are about dick. That would be, whew, that would be not new.
I mean, because there are times that I want to be hung low, but even the ones that is hung low, they have too much, and some women don't. No.
Anyway, so you're saying as a gay man, dick size is important, but at the same time, you don't want something that's too big that's going to kill you.
Right.
I agree with that.
I think the same way, Terry. I think the same thing with women. I think some women will say size is important, but I think that some brothers, or white guys or Latinos or whoever they're swinging, they really pack some serious meat. And I think that if they've been pounded on by that, maybe it could cause some problems, I guess.
But there are cases where it's not about the sex, it's how that person may treat you and how you feel about the person that even turns you on even more. You can have an orgasm just by talking about this person.
How?
So you're saying that you as a gay man can have a climax just thinking about your man that got a large penis?
Right.
Is that what he was saying? Did I get that right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Ray Diva, drama diva. So you think women the same way?
Wow, I could say wow on that.
You think women the same way? You think a woman could have orgasm just thinking about how her man that got a very large penis is getting down?
I would agree with that, sure, because you can. For me, I could think about how good somebody was, and yes, I could claim it just because I know they were good.
Yeah. Gotcha. Hey, Terry, thank you so much for calling in, man. We appreciate your input. Keep listening to us. Tell all your friends on Facebook to tune in tonight, okay, my man?
All right.
All right, thank you, bro. Please have a good one down there. And take care of that thing, and don't have your guts fall out, okay? Anyway, all right, man. Take care, man. So I think, Diva, that sometimes I think a lot of times we judge a man by the package. I'm talking about if he's a small guy, skinny. Sometimes I think we assume because he's physically he's a small and body, but sometimes it's a little small skinny guys who packing some serious meat, and then you got these big muscle bound guys who ain't got nothing between their legs.
Right.
And those skinny guys have got, what's been your experience with that?
There are quite a few women who do think that. However, I don't. You cannot judge a book by its cover at all. You have to open it up. I'm a writer.
Mm-hmm.
You have to open the book up and see what's inside of it. You cannot just judge it by the cover. And just because someone has a package does not mean they know what to do with it.
Hey, man, say that again. I heard something. The old saying goes, not the size of the ship is the ocean, is the motion of the ocean.
Exactly.
That's an old school saying.
Yes, but
I heard that way back.
That's true. You know what I mean? That is definitely true. Just because does not mean anything.
But do you think that if your man is packing some serious meat, and they said the average size penis is 6-point-something inches. I guess I need to do my facts. I'm sure you probably know better than me. I should know. But it's about 6 inches. But that's the average. But, again, I got buddies who packing 12 inches, 13 inches. I mean, seriously. Serious. 13, 12. And, and their whole personality is based on how big their thing is, and they brag about it, and they always trying to, get folks to know that they packing like that. But then when sisters get together and y'all talk about men and you talk about sex and talk about his skills in the bedroom, rank for us what is most important to satisfy a woman. Give us your top 5. Your list of top 5, what really satisfies a woman in the bedroom?
My top 5, in any order, I'm going to say definitely foreplay. That's important. It's going to know how hot and heated the moment, but it's important how hot you want your girl. It's important how hot you want your partner. The hotter you make them, the better it is. That's 1. Oral, I would definitely say 2. Touching, being with physical touch, touching skin, rubbing body, knowing the person's body. I think that's very important. And communicating sex conversations, meaning hear me when I'm on and you know that you're doing something right. Feel me resist you and you know you're doing something wrong. Those are sexual conversations. So, again, you have to communicate. Even sex conversations. You know when you're doing something right because you want to hear that sound again, so you'll do it again. You'll think about it again the next time, like I want to hear that sound again.
That's true. So have you ever been on a date with a guy and, you was feeling him and maybe you dated a couple of times and now you was ready to give him some and y'all kissed and y'all kind of did some groping and you really didn't get a chance to feel his package out real good. You might have seen it poking through his pants or poking you in your stomach or whatever. So you really did not know what he was packing. Did you ever just come out and ask him, hey, what you packing down there? Or did you how did you deal with that? And were you ever surprised about what he was packing or were you shocked at what he was not packing?
Oh, yes, I've been in this situation, and I did to this day. I still wouldn't know how to address this situation for fear of hurting this guy's feelings because he was very confident with himself, and I guess confidence goes a long way. Because even the pictures that he would send, I just had to think he cannot be on hard, and he was.
Wow.
So I shouldn't have been shocked because I saw pictures. That was my mistake.
All right. He was in your pictures.
That's what I said. He was very confident with himself.
Wow.
And I don't know why. This day I didn't know. I wouldn't know what to say. But that was like, okay, after we don't have to talk anymore, really. I mean, I wasn't mean, but I wasn't interested anymore. So I just kind of, let him know I wasn't interested, but I didn't tell him why.
Wow. So you actually got a chance to see it physically and you were not impressed?
No. No.
Ooh, wait. But
no, I didn't even know that could happen. I think maybe it's a health issue, maybe, or born an abnormality.
Wow.
I never saw anything like that before.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures of some guys who really got almost 1 inch, 2 inch on rock hard. But also what I say to my listeners, if you're listening in, please tweet at Loudmouth and use the hashtag LoudmouthRadio so people can know that we're on the air. So if you're a tweeter, please, at Loudmouth is our Twitter name, and hashtag at LoudmouthRadio, because we want to hear from you. We want you to email us. We want you to tag us. We want you to reach out to us. But hold tight, Diva. I'm going to have Sonny come back on and give us some more commercials and let folks know how to reach us. So sit tight, and we'll be back right after the break. Peace.
Okay.
Thank you, JL. This has been a great topic tonight on Night Talk Live with JL King. We want to thank all of our listeners for tuning in. We want to thank our listener for calling in from Cordell, Georgia. Please make sure you tweet us at Loudmouth, LOUDDMOUTH, and use that hashtag Loudmouth Radio as you drop your mentions. We want to know what you think. If you've had experiences where you've had relationships break up, if you've had situations or circumstances where you didn't know if you should leave someone just because of the factors of them not being able to satisfy you, give us a call, 347-826-7520. Don't be afraid. If you want to use a surname or another name just to kind of protect your identity, that's fine too. We'll accept all callers. We want to make sure, once again, that you tune in each and every week, Monday, the Universal Mind with Roderick Watkins. Tap in and call in and listen to a little bit of conversation about higher consciousness, spirituality, meditation, things to empower your spirit. Tuesday night, The Bare Truth with Jazzy Jones. Love, life, sex, and flowers, with topics surrounding those circumstances of everyday life, hot topics, things that are community-driven, things that just may be something that you may need injected in your life. And make sure you tune in Thursday nights, Night Talk Live with JL King, with hot topics and controversy. 347-826-7520. We're on the line now. Now back to your host, JL King.
Thank you. Yeah, we want you guys to give us your feedback and your input. Also, you can always go and listen to the show if you're at work or you have a chance to miss it, because Sonia will definitely be promoting it online and tweeting about it, so we definitely want you to tune in and listen to the show. But back to our special guest. I got a question for you. I was in an adult bookstore about a week ago, right? I went in there to just start going there and get some tapes or whatever. You know, it's just interesting. We never spending time at adult bookstore. It's interesting shopping. And I noticed there's a lot of dildos, a lot of toys. They're huge toys. And I know a lot of single women don't have a man, so they kind of take care of that need with a toy, with an electronic dildo. That's why I guess Candy Coated Nights and Candy Toy Factory, whatever it's called, is doing such big business, because women are saying, hey, I don't need a man. I got my little dildo, I got my little thing, and I love it. And it's a big, multi-billion-dollar business. And let me ask you a personal question. Do you have a dildo?
Yes, I do.
All right. Do you name it?
Toy chest.
A what?
A toy chest.
A toy chest?
Correct.
All right, take us through that chest. What's in that bad boy?
It's full of toys. It's a chest full of toys. It's not big. It's big enough to hold a couple of toys. And with my friend girls, we get together and have toy parties where we have companies that come out and present their toy line, and we do it surrounding a get-together. So we have toy parties, and you purchase items from the toy party, and you have a good time. You learn some stuff. You have some fun. You let your hair down. That's the secret women of society. That's what we do.
Oh, I love it. You got you a big old fat black dildos. All right.
And purple and pink, and they have different names, and they have different functions, and they do different things. It's just according on, I guess, how sexy you're feeling or where you're feeling sexy. So they have one that'll hit your G-spot. They have one that'll, play with your clit. So it's whatever you're in the mood for, they have a toy for it.
Okay. I know that. I know you're very gay friendly, very lesbian friendly, and I know that is, you have no problems with that. I think that it's nothing like I think a lesbian would probably be the best person to teach or show a heterosexual sister about how to really please herself. Don't you think? I think so.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But why would they have to be lesbian? All they need to do is just be a woman. Because no one knows how to please a woman but a woman.
That's true. They're like nobody knows how to please a man but another man, Exactly. And even a lot of my heterosexual brothers, if they would ever let their guards down, I think they would.
They won't do that. Yeah. I just think it just needs to be a woman. If one is more experienced in something, sharing her knowledge with other women, and when we get together, that's exactly what we do. We either learn something or teach something sexual.
Right.
They just don't have regular conversations. But when you have a toy party, that's an open conversation, open forum to have a conversation about sex and toys and experimenting and positions and maneuvers and secrets and tricks and We spill it all at a toy party. And we're drinking and we're eating and we're having a good time. But we're giving secrets. It's a classroom. Really, it's a classroom.
I love it. I love women because they're so free about that. You know, I can't even imagine a bunch of brothers getting together and having a toy sex party, talking about it. You know, a lot of my boys, they got a lot of my boys.
You could be the first to start one. You never know. That's once again, that's a guard thing. Who knows? Why not?
Who knows? Do you think that you always say that black men have the biggest penises on the planet? Do you believe that? Or do you think that black men? Do you believe that? What do you think about that?
I would say yes, and it's not all, but I would say the majority of our population is very blessed. Amen.
Okay, but I've seen some pictures of some white boys and some Latinos.
And I agree with you. In other cultures, there are some blessed, but if you had to do, and I would be on this team, do a statistic and look and measure, I would do that. You would probably find more of our race.
I bet you love to have that job, huh?
Yes, I'm signing up for it now.
All right, brother.
Statistical team of size. But look, I also thought about this. I know our topic is does size matter, but we can also look at size when you mention weight or height or particular body structure of people. Does that matter when it comes to being sexually aroused and pleased with someone?
That's true. Now I think that you always hear that if a man got big hands or big feet, that he's packing, right. And that's not true. That's one of those false rumors that's been around for years. That look at a man's hands, look at his feet, and you know what you're getting. You're gonna be surprised if you look at a man with a 14-size foot and you get in the bedroom. He gonna throw out a little 5-inch little dicky dick. You're gonna be really upset with him. So don't get caught up in the rumors and the gossip.
Right.
Definitely. But as far as size, a woman can push a baby out of her vagina, and babies got big heads that's passing through the canal. So because of that capability, do you think it really impacts a woman on being with a man that's extremely endowed?
No, because that's something that your body is capable of doing and then coming back. And it's just in a man's mind that something's changed to them. It may feel a little different, and because they know this, but if you didn't know she had a baby, you wouldn't say anything was different about it.
Right, because you hear sisters say, oh, it hurt. I'm like, it hurt? What you mean it hurt? And you can push a baby through that thing. But again, it all depends on that. That's
totally different. That's not even sexual. That's biological. That's happening. That's going on there. So that's not even the same things. And your body bounces back. That feeling is totally different, and it's coming from a whole different place. It's different. It's different. Take it from me. It's different.
It's mental. Again,
it's mental. Exactly. Because if you didn't know a woman had a baby, you wouldn't say anything about her size.
Right. Not at all.
It's only because when you know it or you saw it, does it affect you psychologically. Right.
Mm-hmm. So I think that a lot of women are afraid of sex. I meet a lot of sisters who they're just afraid of being intimate. They just.
No, they're not. Most of them are just not getting satisfied at home, and they look outside the home to be satisfied. Because a woman to stay in a relationship, a bad relationship, will go outside to seek her pleasure needs. She'll step outside. She'll do things with that man outside the home that she would never do with the man at home.
Do you think that position, depending on the size of a man, do you think if a man is really endowed and really, really packing some serious wood, is there a certain position that is more comfortable for a woman than others?
That's a personal choice. If you like it from the back, you just like it from the back. If you like it on, right on top, then you like it on top. It doesn't matter about size. So that's just a personal choice for people.
Oh, okay. But again, I know in the gay community, again, I think that sex between two men can be very passionate, and because the two men got the same thing, they know how to please each other, really, really well. And I've seen some gay guys, some porn stars that woo-wee. I mean, they got wood down to their knees, and they be climbing on top of these little young men, and or a smaller frame brother who, that part of their body is not made to take anything inside of it. It's more about rejecting stuff out of it. And I've seen some porno, diva, and you be like, your mouth is just open because you're asking yourself, how in hell is that dude taking all of that, and sometimes 2 or 3 of them at the same time? So, again, I think it's mind over matter. I think that if you want it, you're going to get it, and you're going to enjoy it.
Exactly. If you want it, that's the key thing. If you want it, all those things wouldn't even matter.
It won't even matter, especially trying to make somebody happy and you're trying to make your man or your woman happy. Exactly. And you're going to do whatever it takes. You know, it's all about that foreplay. It's all about understanding the body. It's all about communication.
Yeah, if you can get a woman there mentally, then you can have her there physically.
Yeah, that's so true.
Most people forget that part. You got to get them there mentally, emotionally, then you got them.
So true. You know, you and I both are big on education, and, you know I gave you a stack of books to read about sex and men and that type of thing. And I think women should, take some time and really get to know a man's penis. I think that you really need to understand the sensitive parts of it. I think you need to understand if he ejaculates too fast, what's causing that, and help him work through that. If your man is dealing with erectile dysfunction, he can't keep an erection, and that could be causing some of the problems in the bedroom because he doesn't want to have sex, or you think he don't want to have sex, and he really does, but maybe he can't perform. And I think that whole communication thing is so important to really just talk about it. It's okay to sit down with your man that you may be married to or live with the rest of your life and just talk about those type of things so you can have a really happy, healthy sex life.
That begins the happy, healthy relationship and less drama.
Mm-hmm.
You focus more on the good and the happy things that are going on as opposed to what's not going on. It's about changing the mindset and the way you think about things to make a relationship happy. And most times it starts with insecurities or jealousies in the bedroom. That's where most things. So if you can fix that, that's just my theory, maybe you can fix the relationship. And it's not just about sex. It's about communicating the needs, the desires, the dreams, the fantasies, the wants, the needs. That's what you're supposed to be communicating. So you know what to do. You're supposed to know when your partner is in need of being, taken care of a little bit. You need to know this. They don't always need to tell you. You expect them to know this about you. You have to pay attention to the signs. Again, that's that sex communication. The sex dialogue, your person, the person you're with, you have to know their moods. You have to embrace this to understand what can I do to fix it. If you're with them, your job is to help them. When we're broken, we expect them to fix us. However, we fail to do our part in fixing those that are broken. We have a job to do, and that's to communicate sexually and fix everything else.
That's so true. You hit the nail right there, girl, right there. Because I think that and this is a message to all the brothers out there who are not as blessed as others to have a lot of meat. Maybe God he gave you a bigger brain instead of a bigger dick. Exactly. So be happy with what God gave you. And so if you're a heterosexual man and you feel like you're inadequate for what your woman wants, then I think if you talk to her, there's certain positions that you can go into and that give her all the pleasure as if she was riding a 12-incher instead of a 6-incher or 5-incher. So, again, always goes back to that communication. It's about gay guys who are always looking for a bigger or better piece of meat. Sometimes in our community, we know that there's a dick on every corner, but sometimes I'd rather have a brother who will treat me nice and respect me and not cheat on me than a brother who's packing a 12-inch piece of wood and he trying to give it to everybody that he meets. So I think sometimes all about what you want and don't be desperate. Don't be desperate. I always tell, family and girlfriends and my boyfriends and straight and gay, don't be desperate to have a man in your life. If you are by yourself and this is where God wants you to be right now, be happy with that and love yourself, and the right one definitely will come along at the right time for you. So it's all good. But as we get close to the 5-minute space for this show, I'm gonna get you. Thank you so much for calling in. So before I let you go, why don't you tell my listeners how they can follow you, find you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social media outlets?
Okay, my Twitter is at Ravery. Let me spell Ravery for you, and it's Rabry, and Sloan is Sloan. I'm at Ravery Sloan on Twitter. I'm at Ravery Sloan on Instagram. On Facebook, I am www.raverysloan.com, and that's also my website. I can be reached on all of those.
So tell us a little bit about when your new book going to drop and some other upcoming projects you're working on.
My new book will be dropping sometime this summer. We're working on that now, Gail and I. It's called A Taste of Honey. It's a very exciting book. I can't wait to allow you all to read a taste of what drama erotica really is. You're really going to enjoy it. And I have this mini-series talk show that I am supposed to be airing next month with JL, and it's about just kinky conversations, adult conversations that need to be had in the bedroom to help increase sexual intimacy, within couples. So that's what I have going on for right now.
You're going to be busy with the book tour and talk show and the sex toys and that good stuff. And, we need more people like you in our community. So I want to thank you again. And when you come back, once the new book comes out, and be a guest again?
Yes, I will. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, great. And we always ask our guests to please support us, listen to us, tell your friends about Loudmouth Radio. We're on 4, soon to be 5 nights a week. Definitely need your love and your support on that end. And we're just trying to do our very best to give you and people like yourself an opportunity to be exposed.
Okay, thank you. This was fun. Thank you.
Thank you, and be blessed. And go watch Scandal. I know you're about to get in front of that TV set.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
Okay, you too.
Gotcha. All right, my people, I want to give a little shout-out to my girl, the Diva. Definitely check her out, her website, all the information. Sonny will post that so you can follow her and make sure you get her new book and tune into her new show. Yeah, this hour went really, really fast. I love to have guests on that are interesting. So if you would like to be a guest with JL, a.k.a. Daddy King, please get in contact with Sonny and let her know what you want to talk about. We'd love to have you on if you got something controversial or hot to talk about. We're constantly looking for new guests. We're constantly looking for individuals who need a platform to speak their mind, and I definitely want to offer you this platform to speak your mind. So again, I'm going to get close to that bewitching hour of 9 o'clock. So I'm getting ready to turn it back over to Sonny. She's gonna take you guys on home. Again, much love, and as always, live your life with faith over fear. And I look forward to seeing you again on the next time. Peace.
Thank you. This broadcast tonight, Night Talk Live with JL King, has been a live feed via Internet, Blog Talk Radio. We want to thank all of our listeners tonight for tuning in. If you actually just tuning into the show and you missed a great conversation, you can archive this show anytime after 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at loudmouthradio.com. Feel free to also follow us on our blog website at loudmouth.com, where we have all our different topics and things that we're talking about, things that's going on with us, all of our host personalities, up-and-coming news. So we're really excited about being able to bring these featured stories, people that are just doing extraordinary things in their community. There's some awesome people in this world, and we're just really grateful to be able to expose and promote all of our talents along with the people that live right amongst our neighborhoods and communities. So we're really excited. So each and every week, tune in for Loudmouth Radio. We'll be broadcasting 6 days a week by the end of this month. So we're really excited. Monday nights, The Universal Mind with Roderick Watkins. Tuesday night, The Bare Truth, Love, Life, Sex, and Flowers with Jazzy Jones. Wednesday nights, we'll be in the studio with Sonny. I'll be hosting you on Wednesday nights, up and coming soon. Thursday night, Talk Live with JL King. And Friday night, Sounds Underground with Sadiqa Blue. And our Saturday night, Sounds of DJs will be featured on our Saturday night show. So we're really excited about the things that's coming up on Loudmouth Radio. We look forward to being able to bring you this info each and every week. So we'll take it away with Night Talk Live with our intro song. Have a good night.